basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up is not an option. And when you feel like you've reached your limit, it's only the beginning. That's when it's time to dig deep, to find the courage to push some more. Because if you got the drive, the discipline, and the resolve to do what it takes to make yourself great, then the rewards are endless.
coming right up. It'll be Team USA facing off against Team USA. And with that, let's head on out to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for what's sure to be an entertaining match.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And it's Team USA with the ball. He dishes it to Davis. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Team USA on D. LeBron outside. It's stolen by Smith. George with the ball. The three. Count the bucket. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. About 1 minute into the first quarter. For three, Kobe. Good.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Quick start for Team USA in this one. 4-point game. Goes up on the high post. The shot by George, no good. Team USA on D. He kicks it to Westbrook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. Team USA shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
That's good from Westbrook. Jeff Green is checked in for Team USA. Both free throws good from Westbrook. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Wall against Westbrook. Now here's Wall. Guarded closer. Gordon goes in. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. And Durant with the block. To the middle. Iverson covered by Wall. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Using that agility to drive right to the basket.
Team USA shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Wall. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Payton. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that concludes the first quarter of play. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they come out, and it's served them well.
Gabe can't get it to go.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup, make him earn it at the line.
Team USA is shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for LeBron. And both free throws good for Payton. Now here's Wall. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
And here we go with Gary Payton. It's a 5-point game. Here's Anthony. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And it's Team USA with the ball. Outside Gordon. The feed to Green. Outside Wall. He passes to Gay. Back to Wall. Jeff Green on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Into Tim Duncan. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And Davis throws it down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action. Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
And that one's good.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Payton kicks to Duncan. Goes up on the wing, and he drops that one in.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Team USA
now presented by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report presented by Sprint.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Well, guys, what he gives this team is an edge. I mean, he gets into the arena, he just lights it up, and I thought that first half, he really had a roll.
You know, he doesn't just give them an edge. He gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. I mean, he's a special player to have around.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, as you know, gentlemen, Greg Popovich is one of the foremost practitioners of the intentional fouling that sends poor free throw shooters to the line. Not exactly a fan favorite, and Pop says, quote, I think it's ugly. I think it's awful. But it's legal. It's there. If somebody doesn't want to get hacked, they should shoot free throws better. Guys, he's all about winning. Whether it's pretty or ugly, he doesn't care.
They wear you down, Doris. Thank you so much. Team USA shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Here is Rose. Outside, George. Back to Rose. Outside, George. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Kobe against Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds following the shot. A minute 20 left in the third. Westbrook against Rose. And here's George for 3. Gets it to go. George has got 6.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Elbow shot is on the way. Durant, that's good.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Rose kicks to Davis. The dish to Iguodala. Pass to George. Defended by Durant. Shoots a fader. That doesn't go either for George.
That's one he knows he should have made.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
LeBron covered by Smith. The 3 from LeBron. That's good. LeBron's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Team USA with the ball. They lead by 4. Now here's Rose. Dishes it to Iguodala. 3-pointer, and the shot is good.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Pace back and forth sequence right there.
And we've watched. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Team USA?
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Here's Wade. And that's good off the glass that time. Wade's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Team USA. Irving attacking. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Williams for three. It's hauled in by Paul George. And here's Team USA. A different look now for Team USA. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. There's the pass to Durant. LeBron James on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
And that's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Iguodala, the pass to Rose. Cans the shot from the wing. Not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
Yeah, they need to work quickly here, and they've got to be efficient, but they've got to make some things happen. A slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. .43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Rose penetrating. Smith. And it's Smith again missing.
And this game is finally getting away from them.
Yep, it has gotten away. There's not really anything they can do now.
For three, Kobe can't get it to go. Team USA going the other way with it. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Back to Smith. Iguodala outside. Pass to Smith. He feeds it to Rose. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And now it's a 10-point Team USA lead. It's Durant on the wing. A three ball. No good.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling a shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Welcome to 2K Sports in the NBA. I'm your host, Damon Bruce. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It'll be Team
Welcome to Los Angeles, California for tonight's game here at the Staples Center. Welcome, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for Team USA, all out there at DeRozan. And the big fella inside out of the University of Kentucky, the unbelievably gifted and powerful pivot man, DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Davis at the power forward. And for Team USA, Austin out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Andre Drummond at 6'11", 275 pounds, the big athletic presence out of the University of Connecticut inside at center. Then it's Paul George, and it's Fareed in at the 4 spot. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
You know, you look at Dwayne Casey prior to coaching the Raptors, he was the assistant for the 2011 champion Dallas Mavericks, and his own defensive schemes played a huge role in their success.
Here's Wall. Here's Cousins. They shoot again. Team USA grabs the miss. Inside, Irving. DeRozan defending. The shot's good from Irving. And Steve, you look at the increasing popularity of zone defense in the NBA. What are your thoughts on it?
I love the zone defense. In fact, I'd like to eliminate the 3-second illegal defense rule. Just let everybody play wherever they want, just like in every other league in basketball around the world. If a team can't attack a 2-3 zone, then there's something wrong with it.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Kevin McHale. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thank you, Doris. And stolen by Drummond. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And that one's good. Fareed's got his first basket.
That's exactly what you want coming off a steal. Get into transition, find an easy basket.
Yes, sir. The ideal fast break opportunity there.
DeRozan passes to Wall. In low to Cousins. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And here's George. And Drummond kicks to Irving. Let's go. Misses the chippy right there.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Team USA ahead. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing and not doing?
And the difference to this point has been defense. This club has really gotten after it, and that's what's gotten them this lead.
Well, there's nothing that's gone up that hasn't been contested so far.
Baseline jumper, and it's Thompson that time on the assist by Lillard. And here's Team USA. Conley dishes to Parsons. Pass to Jordan. The feed now to Irving. It's George on the wing for 3. And the shot is good. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
Things are starting to warm up from the field for them this quarter as they add to their lead.
Yeah, it seems like everybody, Steve, has the hot hand right now.
And Lillard kicks to Thompson. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
The thing you notice right off the bat from the statistics, just his 3-point percentage. I mean, it's a terrific number, and it's a combination of things. Good shot selection, his mechanics are solid, and his movement on the perimeter is outstanding.
And something else I think of with him is that 3-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. We've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
Back to Monroe. Lillard outside. Thompson outside. Drops one in from the wing. Thompson's got 7.
And he's shaken off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
From deep, George. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson passes to Lillard. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Deflected. And George kicks to Jordan. Shot from 16. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And an ideal finish to the quarter for them as he drained.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Halftime at Staples Center.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first. Third quarter starting here now. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hi, gentlemen. Well, Josh Smith with over 4 assists per game last season, good for first among power forwards. Smith said, quote, "I like passing the basketball. People want to get rewarded." Guys, Smith is such a versatile big man. No surprise to see him richly rewarded with his new contract this season.
And Doris, with his great passing, he can punish teams who might double team. Good stuff, thank you. And DeRozan throws it down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Drummond with it. Cousins is there. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Passes to Barnes. Dishes it to Cousins. And he banks in the layup. Cousins has got 5 now.
He's so dominant in the low post. You just can't let him get the ball in there so tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there.
The shot's good from Irving.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
All with it. Now Lawson defending. DeRozan's shot is good.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
And the shot is good. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Here's Beal. Feeds it to Walker. Cousins back to Walker. Gives him the lead pass. No good from Cousins. Zeller. Shot no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Team USA. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Team USA.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they're getting the ball inside, which is what I like. High percentage shots down on the block and in the paint area.
Walker goes in. Back to Davis. It's Beal on the wing. You know what? Team USA going the other way with it. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
A big group substitution here for Team USA. Well, 50% from the floor. Davis setting the pick for Wall. Back to Davis. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game. Irving dishes to Lawson. George From the corner. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his third rebound on the night. DeRozan against Irving. And DeRozan kicks to Wall. He feeds it to Davis. 5 to shoot. Wall. Another shot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, keep an eye on this, Kevin. His ability to double clutch in midair and still make shots is incredible. Just unbelievable body control.
And also, Steve, I think he's really smart with the basketball. Very smart. When you're playing with him, your only job is to get open, because when you do, and if you do, he'll put it on the platter for you. Room service style.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. Guys, I know we've been battling. You may feel a little bit gassed, but we've got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath and let's get it done. Kevin?
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All with it. Now Wasson defending. Wall passes to Barnes. DeRozan. Team USA needs to get off a shot, and Cousins gets it to go.
Well, guys, tonight they came in here and really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here.
A platoon swap here for Team USA. Walker against Wasson. Now here's Walker.
Defensive foul. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Walker. And so Walker nails both of them.
And you got to think those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Off target. So it's Team USA winning this one easily. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for... And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for Team USA, Davis is out there with Terry. And at center, the versatile defender, a veteran shot blocker, and a six-time All-Star, 6'11", Jermaine O'Neal. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then there's Marion, and it's Martin in at the power forward position. And for Team USA, Gary Payton is out there with Allen. They've got Mourning. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. Then there's Carter, and it's Garnett in at the power forward. Allen inside the three-point line, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And they get the first bucket of the game there.
And I think it's going to be a good one.
Marion outside. Back to Davis. Outside, Martin. Dishes up to Davis. Marion from the arc. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. About a minute played so far here in the first. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with the home team's head coach. Getting out in the open floor and exploiting his team's speed is an area of concentration for him. He said that as soon as we get a rebound, we want to get it to our guards, get off to the races, and we want this basically to come down to a track meet. Sounds like we should be in for a wild ride, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Davis against Payton. Allen for the three, and that one's good. Allen's got 5.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Davis gets the screen from Martin. Out to Marion from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Team USA. Outside Martin. Back to Davis. Martin with a screen on Payton. Davis dishes to Terry for the three. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's tipped. It's stolen by Martin. Fast break. Here we go. Kicks to O'Neal. Lays it up and banks it in.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Three from the inbound, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And off we go, a close game, now starting the second quarter. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
So difficult to get a shot off against this defense. They are really playing hard.
Yeah, they're playing hard, and they pride themselves on making it tough for their opponent.
Drills it from outside.
That lead should be safe if they keep shooting like this.
Well, they're on fire. I mean, they're absolutely on target and looking to pad that scoring total, too.
And Team USA making a change here. Kidd against Miller. Lets it fly. No good. Team USA going the other way with it. Lewis outside. Pass to Miller. And here is Serbia. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And Team USA making a change here. He hits both from the stripe.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Here's Team USA. Pass to McDyess. On the money from 12 feet away. .110 left in the first half. Kidd with the double. Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Kidd. McDyess and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's Team USA with the ball. Miller, he's covered by Kidd. Shot clock at 6. And it's Miller penetrating. Team USA needs to get off a shot, and Mike Miller gets the three.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
From past the arc, the shot's good from Houston.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
The dish to Miller. And here is Serbia. Shoots. That one wide left.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just blanks the open jumper.
Miller outside. Miller kicks to Miller. Back to Miller. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Second quarter ends in a tight one.
Now, presented by Sprint.
What a great way to end the week.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Ray Allen.
Yeah, he had a sensational first half, which was made, I think, even more significant given the amount of extra defensive help was paid to him.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. And I'll bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final two quarters.
Davis with it. Now Payton defending. Davis, the pass to Marion. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And it's Garnett penetrating. Here's Mourning. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Mourning's got his first points in this one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Al Jefferson signed a 3-year, $40 million contract with the Bobcats this summer. He said growing up in small-town Prentiss, Mississippi, it's no problem for him playing in a small market, and he loves the fit with the team. Coach talked about the impact he can have, saying, quote, the toughest thing to do is execute in the half-court offense, but when you have a guy like Al, it makes it a lot easier. Guys?
Sure does. Thanks, Doris. Outside Terry. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Garnett's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Shane Battier is checked in for Team USA. Team USA shooting their first free throw of the contest. Mourning no good on the free throw. Gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Terry with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Martin dishes to Terry. Will it go? They get it again. Martin kicks to Battier. Back to Martin. Pass to Battier. Drills the three-pointer. Battier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Allen. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And it's 7 points for Ray Allen. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And the final period of play just about to start. 27% the offense is just embarrassing themselves. Terry kicks to Marion. It's Martin on the wing. Back to Marion. Feeds to Terry. The pass to O'Neal. He dishes it to Terry. Now here's Marion. Hits the three-point bomb. Marion's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Team USA. Payton kicks to Carter. It goes straight through with the switch.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Davis kicks to O'Neal. And stolen by Payton. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Team USA running out of time. Marion left side. Outside for Davis. Three-pointer. Shot is off. Team USA going the other way with it. Carter with it. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Here's Mourning. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. The head coach for the visiting team had some instruction for his guys during that last break. He said, listen, fellas, I know you're tired, but we can't coast. We've got to go harder. The win's in sight. We've got to power through it and go get it. Guys, pretty inspirational stuff.
Here's Garnett. No good. Good work defensively by Marion. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. O'Neal. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. First one falls for him. A big group substitution here for Team USA. O'Neal hits them both. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Carter kicks to Allen. Takes the 3. And that is good.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys. Defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
Here's Battier. Off target from outside. Here's Garnett. There's the feed to Payton. Puts one up from 19. Gets it to go.
Well, that's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Here's Battier. So it's Team USA winning this one easily. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Gary Payton. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for Team USA, we've got Wallace. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. Then it's Pierce, and it's Brand in at the power forward. And for Team USA, Jason Kidd is out there with Iverson. And at center, the versatile defender, a veteran shot blocker, and a six-time All-Star, 6'11", Jermaine O'Neal. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Duncan in at the foursome. Here's McGrady, following the score of Elton Brand, and the basket good.
You know, in Larry Drew's case, it was a bit of an unusual situation once the season concluded. He was in the final year of his deal. The Hawks said we'll interview other candidates and left him free to interview for other head coaching positions, and he landed in Milwaukee.
And here's Team USA now, after Tracy McGrady's score. Trains the three-pointer.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Iverson. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Well, Stephen, back to Coach Drew, of course, he ended up signing with the Bucks.
Well, that was an interesting move for him to go from Atlanta to Milwaukee. You know, the Hawks were one of the better defensive teams in the league last year. I think that's what the Bucks saw in Drew. And that's the idea for him to really help this team get the most out of its players, particularly defensively.
Kidd kicks to McGrady. From the arc. It's hauled in by Andre Miller.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
They get the rebound. Pass to Finley. Feeds it to Brand. He passes to Wallace. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Team USA. Into O'Neal. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Pierce. The shot, no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
Things have really gone smoothly for them here in the first quarter. They're playing awfully well.
Very few mistakes, and they have to be happy with their start. I mean, it's a good one.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Tell you what, it's hard to argue with the record for Coach Tom Thibodeau of the Bulls, but the rumor mill has it that the front office hasn't been happy with how hard he's ridden his top players. Luol Deng missed time last season with the hamstring injury. Joakim Noah came down with plantar fasciitis. Hey, those things happen, and I'm not quite sure you can put that at the feet of Tom Thibodeau.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Gentlemen, this summer the Bulls broke ground on a new 60,000 square foot practice facility situated just east of the United Center. Starting next season, it will replace the 12-year-old Berto Center a half-hour away in Deerfield, Illinois. The Bulls coming back downtown and doing it in style, in a state-of-the-art building with all the amenities, including a rooftop green terrace. Kevin?
Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks. And going back to Tom Thibodeau and that minutes load on his stars, it seems it's getting harder for players to weather big minutes, Steve, these days.
I think it's going to be really interesting going forward to see this Bulls team this year and beyond. Will that wear them down? Their guys play too many minutes. They've had a lot of injuries. I think it's time to scale back a little bit on the minutes played.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Carter. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside, Davis. The dish to O'Neal. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. Team USA shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good from O'Neal. And Team USA making a change here. O'Neal hits them both. Now here's Collison. From the top of the key. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Team USA ahead.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's time to break down the first.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, he had a sensational first half, which was made, I think, even more significant given the amount of extra defensive help was paid to him.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. Now, I bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final two quarters.
Here is Miller. Jason Kidd making his last shot. And it's Miller penetrating. And the shot is good. Kidd with it. Iverson outside. Second shot opportunity. O'Neal misses.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Pierce dishes to Wallace. Brand. Brand, a screen on Iverson. Back to Brand. And there's the pass to Finley. 4 on the clock. And Pierce, here we go. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. McGrady against Miller. And that one's good. McGrady. McGrady's got 7. Being at 36%, they really seem out of sync offensively. And McGrady comes to help. Kidd against Miller. Wallace. Here's Finley. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. He's got 8.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now, here's McGrady. He has 7. Gets it to go.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Pierce against McGrady. And that one's good by Pierce. Here's Kidd. Here's McGrady. Misses off the right iron. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Team USA.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
And it's good.
Boy, poor defense at both ends. It kind of reminds me of your teams, Clark.
Well, not exactly. We did give a little better effort. I mean, neither squad really digging in at that end. At least we tried to play defense.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And Team USA making a change here. Wallace is checked in. And he does get the second one. And that ties the game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Iverson. Shot is off. Excellent D there from Finley. And here's Team USA now. It's Marion with the drive, and that is good.
A little touch of class there, guys. He ended up play with the finger roll.
And Team USA making a change here. Allen's checked in.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Now, here is O'Neal. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Huge shot there, and the crowd, Clark, knows it.
Complete euphoria there, Kevin. They're going crazy.
You talk about some happy people, man. These fans are fired up.
Here is Brand on the wing mirror. Back to Brand. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Missed a chance to put them up 3. That's going to affect how they set up on defense this strip now.
Allen passes to Duncan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, they did have a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before the shot attempt.
Yeah, you really want to try to foul in that situation before he gets into the shooting motion, and it just didn't work out that time.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Being at 50% in a decent groove. But I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Finley can't get it to go. Here comes McGrady.
Well, it's still within reach.
Yeah, but their offense, Steve, needs to be just about perfect from here out. Huge points. That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket. Desperate.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Miller gets to Brand. No good from three-point territory. Marion with the steal. Marion left side. Oh, off target.
I like the work there, contesting that shot. It looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. And Team USA calling timeout here. They trail by 2. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Here's what's your take?
With under 2 seconds remaining, you've got to hurry it up. Get the ball up quickly and take 1 dribble and get it to the rim.
Here's Pierce. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's Team USA taking the win in a post. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Tracy McGrady. 2K Sports brings you the yet. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. First for Team USA, Chris Paul is out there with Dwayne Wade. And at center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Brad in at the 4 shift. And for Team USA, and Ilitzer, former NCAA champion at UConn and 2005 Rookie of the Year, a strong-bodied 6'10" Emeka Okafor. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Duncan in at the power forward position. Grant kicks to Paul. Here's Howard. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Howard's got the opening basket of the game for Team USA. Now Team USA with it. Barber defended by Paul. Here's LeBron. LeBron with another miss.
That's 3 misses to start the game, guys. Does not bode well here early.
Shoots the 3. Chris Paul, and that's good. Paul's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. LeBron kicks to Iverson.
Watch outside.
Barber defended by Paul. On the wing, Iverson. 5 on the clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Quick start for Team USA in this one. The 3 from LeBron, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're exactly right.
Another miss by LeBron.
Boy, that one is a shot he should make because the defender nowhere around him, he usually knocks that one down.
And the basket by Wade.
Starting to really play well here and trying to pull away.
Yeah, and they're doing it effectively, Steve. I mean, they're on all cylinders right now, clicking beautifully.
Iverson, no luck. Here's LeBron. No good. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Anthony Bennett was the surprise #1 pick in this year's draft. Bennett was as surprised as anyone, but certainly he's pleased. And with his skill set, he can do a lot of different things. Bennett said, I'm versatile. I can shoot, post up, run the floor, rebound, get my teammates open. I'm unselfish, and I don't have my own agenda. And guys, for a young team developing a winning culture, his character's certainly an important attribute.
Yeah, an NBA body from day one. Thank you, Doris.
And guys, on this team, that leadership of his is certain to help. I mean, I think he's the perfect fit. Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Fires it up. And Heinrich gets it to go. And Team USA decides to take their first time out here.
Well, he's watching his club miss a lot of shots that they normally make, and that has to be frustrating. So I think he's going to call this timeout just to try to see if they can be more aggressive, get them to the free throw line maybe.
Sometimes that's the best solution for them, but ultimately I think they'll be able to shoot themselves out of this slump. But in the meantime, maybe getting to the free throw line will help.
And Team USA making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Buries it from three-point range.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Wade. Here's Anthony. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Marbury guarded by Heinrich. Pass to Stoudemire. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's LeBron. Shot is off. And we finished one half of basketball. Team USA leading by 14. And don't go away. We'll be back.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Well, it's halftime on 2K Sports. This is David.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, he had a sensational first half, which was made, I think, even more significant given the amount of extra defensive help was paid to him.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. And I'll bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final two quarters.
Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. And it's Team USA with the ball. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. It's off his foot, and the ref's saying he kicked it. Here is Brand. Tries to keep it alive, and that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. LeBron outside. Shoots. Another shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Team USA shooting their first free throws of the game. No good on the second free throw. And here's Team USA now. They trail by 16. It's hauled in by Team USA. LeBron's got his third rebound tonight. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Thank you, Kevin. There was a lot of speculation on what the Cavs would do leading up to last summer's draft. No clear-cut number one, and they had a handful of guys to select from and even tried to shop the pick. Ultimately, they shocked everyone and took Anthony Bennett first overall. They're hopeful it works out as well as their last few number one picks, guys.
Yeah, great young player and certainly a stand-up individual. Thanks, Doris. Duncan right side. Wide open. James cleans up the mess with the savage put-back flush.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
Man, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
Johnson, that's for two. Can't get it to go. Iverson with some nice D. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Duncan. And it's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drops for Duncan. LeBron's checked in for Dwight Howard. And Duncan drops them both. On 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Paul right side. Puts up a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 8 points for Chris Paul.
You know, I'd like to see more of that from him. He's been passing up his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones he takes. He's got to be more aggressive.
Now Jamison. LeBron outside. Pass to Brand. It's tipped and stolen by LeBron. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Team USA.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And it's Okafor missing.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Brand left side from the baseline, and the jumper falls for him. Brand's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Team USA. Marion kicks to Okafor. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Done a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Offensive rebound. Howard. Great D that time from Duncan.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Iverson. Team USA grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. LeBron with it. Sean Marion covering. Got that bucket in no time at all.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
Iverson dishes to Duncan. He's against Brand. LeBron outside. Clock at 6. Iverson outside. Lets it go from deep. Yes, that's LeBron picking up the assist.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Wade for 3. And it goes out of bounds following the shot. A platoon swap here for Team USA. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now.
Well, it looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
Wade passes to Carmelo. Wade a screen on Heinrich. And Anthony gets double teamed. Odom. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but it seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
So it's Team USA winning this one easily. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for Team USA, Chauncey Billups out there with Kobe. And inside at center, one of the most explosive front court scorers in the history of the game, the one and only Amari Stoudemire. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. And it's LeBron James, and it's Anthony in at the power forward. And for Team USA, Brooks out there with J.J. Redick, and playing at the center position, the premier low-post weapon out of Prentiss, Mississippi, Big Al Jefferson. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. And there's Iguodala, and it's Lee in at the 4. And here is Brooks, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Brooks, they get it again. And here is Stoudemire. Here's Kobe. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. Kobe's got 5 now.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Brooks outside. Again, the miss by Brooks. Quick start for Team USA in this one. Kobe, that's for 2. David Lee comes up with the rebound.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
That drops. And it's Team USA with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Redick. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Team USA. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Cabono kicks to Green. Iguodala left side. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that right.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
LeBron with the bucket.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Here's Harris. On the wing, Iguodala. Back to Harris. 1 second left. And it's sent back by Howard. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
Outside Kidd. Back to LeBron. Prince for 3. Second shot opportunity. And Howard with the lane. Howard's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Team USA. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Guys, what an amazing transformation for the Clippers since the acquisition of all-star point guard Chris Paul. They're coming off their best regular season in franchise history and now are considered a title contender. But Paul is far from satisfied. He said, I don't really even think about all that. My mind is always on, what can we do to be better? What's next? Who's next? I think when you start feeling good about yourself, you stop thinking about moving forward. Guys, he's always in hot pursuit of that first ring.
And credit him for keeping his concentration on his job. Of course, good story, thanks. And Team USA making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in for Howard. Miller comes in for LeBron. Michael Redd's checked in for Kobe. And Chauncey Billups has subbed in for Jason Kidd. Outside Billups. A three-pointer is right on target.
He's got a nice stroke from long range, and you know he's not likely to pass up those opportunities when he gets them.
And Brooks, here we go. Can't hit. Team USA going the other way with it. And now in transition is Billups. Here we go. And count it from 19 feet away. Billups has got 5 points in the quarter. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Brooks outside. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Brooks has got his first 2 points.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
It's right outside. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Brooks. Back to Green. He dishes it to Brooks. Pass to Reddick. A 3-ball. Can't get it to go. Here's Stoudemire. The shot, no good. And so we wrap up the first half. Team USA leading by 9.
Now, presented by Sprint.
What a great way to end
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Chauncey Billups with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I think this is the kind of quality performance we expect to see from him. He's always setting the bar high for himself, and sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good he really is.
You know, Steve, I think it's doubly difficult to keep up the level of play he does when you know you're the focal point of the other team's defense. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
Here's Brooks after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. Feeds it to Reddick. Wide open. A second chance effort. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Team USA shooting their first free throw of the contest. That free throw good from Jefferson. Gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Anthony covered by Lee. Stolen by Brooks. Team USA grabs the miss. Stoudemire's got his 4th rebound in this one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue to work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
And here is Brooks, following the 3-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Brooks kicks to Iguodala. Brooks back to Iguodala. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Team USA grabs the miss. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. Iguodala is guarded by Billups. Brooks outside. This is to Reddick. Beyond the arc. It's Chauncey Billups with the rebound.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Brooks kicks to Jefferson. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup. Jefferson's got 5 points so far. Here comes Carmelo Anthony. And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's Brooks from outside. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Team USA.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And Team USA making a change here, being a meager 37% for the game. Passes it to Reddick. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Reddick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the hot shooting continues, guys.
Yeah, it sure does, Steve. They've mothballed the defense, though. It's all about offense today. Good.
And they're desperately trying to get this game back within reach.
Yeah, with very little time to spare.
Here's Lee. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Brooks from outside. No good. Team USA going the other way with it. Iguodala with the steal. Pushing it up. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to them.
55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Kobe, defended by Redick. Kobe draws it up for three. Laces one from three. Brooks with it. Back to Iguodala. Inside to Jefferson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. A different look now for Team USA. Stoudemire's checked in for Howard. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Jason Kidd.
So clutch, guys. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game now.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Iguodala outside. Back to Brooks. He kicks it to Redick. No good on the triple. And he commits the intentional foul. Now here's LeBron. Ball's knocked loose and will go the other way. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. There's the pass to Redick. The tray. The shot is off. So Team USA wins it. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting 5 for both teams. First for Team USA, Heinrich is out there with Kobe. And in the middle, the 2012 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'1" rebounder, shot blocker, and leader Tyson Chandler. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. Then it's Anthony, and it's Stoudemire in at the power forward. And for Team USA, Chauncey Billups out there with Michael Redd. And it's center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. And it's LeBron James, and it's Bosh in at the 4 spot. Howard can't hit.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing, and that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Kobe. Excellent D there from Red. And here is LeBron. A chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Defending Amari Stoudemire is always a challenge, but Coach said he's even tougher now that he's developing his back-to-the-basket game. He said Amari can drive, shoot, and now post. He's going to get his points. We've just got to do our best to keep him away from the rim and deny him second-chance opportunities. A tall task, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now here's LeBron, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. And Kirk Heinrich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Team USA making a change here. Here's Kidd off the inbound. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And he nails the jumper. Durant's got his first bucket in this one.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Knocked loose. Tries to save it. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Prince setting a pick for Howard. Kobe comes with the double team. Now Howard. Clock at 6. Miller kicks to LeBron. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And that does it for the first quarter. Team USA. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
Williams' shot is off.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And Team USA making a change here. Redick is checked in. Now here's Anthony. Outside Williams for the 3. And that one's good.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Now Kidd. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the half. Miller kicks to Howard. Chandler on him. Miller, the pass to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader. Team USA grabs the miss.
Well, Mike Budenholzer, you know, the new coach of the Hawks, spent 19 years with the San Antonio Spurs, including 17 as an assistant. Well, you couldn't ask for a better teaching ground than that.
59 seconds left in the first half. Kidd with it. Miller outside. Howard. He's guarded by Chandler. The jump hook bounces high off the rim and drops. Howard's got his second basket of the game. And back to Budenholzer, who's with the Spurs for 19 years. Steve, the Spurs, the winningest team in pro sports over the last 15 years.
Yeah, I'm glad that Budenholzer has finally gotten his chance. I played for him for 4 seasons. He's a guy who loves the game. He's very dedicated, hardworking, and has learned from probably the best coach in the NBA during his time in San Antonio.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Team USA shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And Team USA making a change here. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's good. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Prince with a screen on Heinrich. Back to Prince. No one near him. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. Prince has got 4 points in the quarter. Now Durant. Here's the 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Team USA leading by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Fridays are made for basketball.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
That'll be important to see, if they can slow him down in the second half here, because so far they have had no answer for him down on the block.
Well, you got to mix up the looks you give him. Bump him out some, fronting, play behind, double teaming. But right now, he looks unstoppable in the paint.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, Tony Allen has been a first-team all-defensive performer for 2 years running and one of the most intense players in the league. Teammate Mike Conley says, quote, he's like an Army general. He says crazy things, but goes out there and backs it up. He works as hard as he speaks. He gives 100% on every possession. Allen continues to try to make a name for himself, saying, quote, I want the whole league to know that I am a force. That's been my mentality since I came in. I'm grinding.
Well, they call it grit and grind. That's what he's brought. Thanks, Doris. Here's Billups. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gets it to go.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Anthony dishes to Stoudemire. Pass to Chandler. It's tipped. LeBron left side. All alone. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Outside Bosch. He kicks it to Billups. Howard in the post. He's against Stoudemire. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And the basket by Kobe. 32 seconds left in the third. It's LeBron with the drive. Red. They get it again. The kick out to Billups. The dish to LeBron. The pass to Bosch. Back to LeBron. The feed now to Ray. Outside Billups. Billups can't get that one to fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Team USA. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Team USA.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
Up again and finished off by LeBron.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Anthony's shot is off. And here's Howard. Head pitch to Billups. Back to Red. Beyond the arc. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Anthony with it. Billups picks him up defensively. And here is Anthony. And good. He nails it. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. LeBron drives in, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The open shot, Kobe. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. And now an 8-point Team USA lead. It's right outside. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Bryant gets the front of the rim and out. Chandler's shot, good!
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
Offensive rebound. It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he is unable to get the second one.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Here's Stoudemire. Cans it from short range.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
.15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. From deep, Billups. And Stoudemire pulls it down. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And stolen by Billups.
Unnecessary turnover there. The risk-reward ratio on a pass like that, almost nil.
Here comes Kirk Heinrich. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And Team USA calling timeout here. They're losing by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th.
It didn't matter that he was surrounded. He was the guy who muscled everybody else out of the way to get that board.
So it's Team USA taking the win in a close one. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Tyson Chandler.
Hello and welcome. I'm Damon Bruce here with you as we get ready for a little NBA action on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It'll be Team USA facing off against Team USA, and things are about ready.
This is the NBA, and now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for Team USA, Derrick Rose is out there with Durant, and holding down the middle, a tremendously hard-working and versatile big man out of the Dominican Republic, Al Horford. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. And there's Green, and it's Love in at the power forward position. And for Team USA, this ball is out there with Kobe, and it's center the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. And it's LeBron James, and it's Bosh in at the power forward. Now let's find out what head coach Mike Malone had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
All right, Doris. Here's LeBron. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket off his leg, and the refs whistling a kick ball. .111 left to play in the first. Paul's shot is off.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Durant with it. He's picked up by LeBron. A look from Rose. Team USA grabs the miss. And the pass to Kobe. Good.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Here is Rose. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Into Al Horford. And he takes that one up and powers it through. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by Chris Bosh. Look from Love. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's LeBron. And the shot falls short this time. Here comes Durant. Outside, Green. Bosh with some nice D.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
At the Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play.
Mike Malone, the new head coach of the Sacramento Kings, son of a former NBA coach. Mike has been credited with helping teams improve their defenses, whether it was in New Orleans with Chris Paul, last season with Golden State. But Malone, very well regarded in NBA coaching circles.
Boy, I love to see D-Wade shoot the ball.
Rose against Kidd. Rose with the ball. Outside, Martin. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. And the Sacramento team, Clark, not without offensive talent, but their defense has been their shortcoming.
And that's the area they've got to ramp up and improve. And Coach Malone is going to have an opportunity to put his stamp on this team by improving them at the defensive end of the floor.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for Derrick Rose.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Anthony's shot is off. And it's Team USA with the ball. Aldridge with a screen on Boozer. Knocked loose. This is DeMayo. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Aldridge.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Prince. No luck. So Team USA will take it the other way. Here's Martin. And Anthony with the block.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one too.
And that one's good.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Mayo kicks to Martin. Outside Aldridge. Shoots from 12. Up again. And finally they hit one. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Stolen by Martin. The feed to Mayo. With the teardrop. And the layup is good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Wayne. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. And here's Martin. There's the dish to Mayo. Jacks up a 3. That's good. Mayo's got 5. And the first half is now in the books. Team USA ahead, leading by 7. Keep it here for the Sprint Halftime Show.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the third quarter about to get going. One guy who's been getting it done is O.J. Mayo.
That's interesting, too, because the numbers don't jump out at you, but you think about how hard he's played and the number of things he's done well. He's really helped his club.
Yeah, he has. I mean, trust me, he's getting it done. He's making winning plays, whether they show up in the numbers column or not. He's impacting the game.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Guys, it's hard to doubt that LeBron James, after 2 straight titles and 4 MVPs in the last 5 years, seems to be at the top of his game. LeBron candidly said, quote, "I'm at my highest peak. I don't know if I can continue to improve." But he certainly remains motivated, saying, quote, "At the end of the day, I have a goal to be the best of all time, and I'm going to put that pressure on myself." And Kevin, if he can just stay at this level for a long period of time, he may get there.
I like his chances. Thanks. That is good. Horford's got his second basket of the night.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
LeBron against Love. LeBron kicks to Paul. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Durant, the pass to Rose. Rose off the bit from Love. A look from Durant. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Shots good by Kobe.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
To tie. Second shot opportunity. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
He's a grinder. I love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Team USA shooting their first free throw of the contest. And Team USA making a change here. Heads checked in. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. LeBron James on the wing. Tipped. Howard defended by Durant. Kobe dishes to LeBron. Offline with his 3. Here's Rose. The shot misses. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Team USA lead. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Team USA with the ball. Outside Durant. He feeds it to Head. Wide open. Misses off the right eye.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
It's intercepted. Here's Rose. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on LeBron James.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Kevin Love's checked in for Team USA. In a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Rose kicks to Love. So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a two-point ball game.
Now, you can't say enough about his composure in big moments. He's as cool as they come, guys.
From the top of the key, Bosh can't get that one to fall.
Boy, they almost tied it up with that shot.
Well, they're this close here in the fourth quarter. Scrapping back into it.
And there's the call on Hull. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a three-point lead. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, if you like offense, you'll love this game.
Yep, a high-scoring affair. Both squads saving their energy for the offensive end of the floor because they definitely aren't doing anything defensive.
And it's Rose penetrating. Good work defensively by Kobe.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Count it! And the foul. That one on Love.
One after the other, Kobe taking care of business.
Big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked, and big on the back end to knock down the free throw.
Now Rose. Outside, Green. With some arc, it's hauled in by LeBron. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Well, he caps it off in style with the free throw. Big possession there to extend the lead.
And Team USA calling timeout here. They're losing by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rose kicks to Love. They kick it out to Green. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that's what you love to do as the road team, Kevin. Hit the big shots to take the crowd right out of it.
Yeah, they've done that for sure.
They sure have. That shot right there had a huge effect on this crowd.
This free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
.16 seconds left in the fourth. Durant just inside the line. No good with the wing jumper. And here comes LeBron. For 3, Kobe. The shot no good. Heaves it up. Misses. So it's Team USA taking the win in a close one. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul. quick check now of the starting lineups for both teams. First for Team USA, DJ Augustine out there with Iguodala. And inside out of Stanford University, a skilled post scorer with tremendous size, the 7-footer, Brook Lopez. And it's Durant, and it's Smith in a power forward. And for Team USA, Derrick Rose is out there with Gordon. And the big fella inside out of Ohio State, Greg Oden. A big first for this young rookie, getting his first starting appearance. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Millsap in at the 4-man position.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Gordon kicks to Rose. Back to Gordon. Dishes to Rose. From outside, off the mark. Here's Team USA. Durant just inside the line. Some solid defense from Gay. Team USA on D. Now let's find out what head coach Mike D'Antoni had to say to our Doris Burke. Doris?
Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
Thank you, Doris.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
The dish to Oden. The shot, no good. Good defense by Iguodala. Here's Durant. The 17-footer goes down. Durant's got his second bucket of the night. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rudy Gay on the wing. And he jams it with authority. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys. Wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Now here is Smith. Into Brook Lopez. And stolen by Oden. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. Millsap up top. Wide open look. Team USA grabs the miss.
Easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's why they've been able to jump out to this lead.
And here's Team USA now. Rose kicks to Mayo. The putback and the slam dunk by McGee.
That is a booming putback. Step aside, fellas.
They wanted nothing to do with him there.
At least not with the ball in his hands and the rim in sight.
Here's Korver for three. They get it again. Love. Great D that time from Green.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Mayo kicks to Rose. Back to Mayo. Here's the three. Again, Mayo missing. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Westbrook with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Westbrook, no good. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Mayo kicks to Rose. Back to Mayo. Outside Rose. Uncovered. That drops. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
Yeah, that's the smart move there. That's how you want to end the quarter, but make sure you get a good solid possession here.
And McGee kicks to Rose. He dishes it to Gay. All alone. It's rebounded by Korver.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
That shot wide open. Westbrook's got 5 now. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Goes off the bit from Green. Knocked away. Rose kicks to Mayo. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Westbrook, and it's good from the elbow. He's got 7. And we're through 2 here, and a good one. Team USA ahead. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello and welcome. We've got a great...
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The 3rd quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hey, gentlemen, well, part of the Lakers' struggles last year was that they were constructed like an all-star team. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, quote, "Have you ever watched an all-star game? It's god-awful because everybody gets the ball, they go one-on-one, and then they play no defense. That's our team. That's us." Having a pecking order with all their big players was something he wanted to instill on their Lakers roster. We'll see if they can do a better job of adhering to that this time around, guys.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? That's the balancing act, isn't it, Doris? Share the ball, but get it into the hands of your scorers. Team USA shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good for Millsap. Being 43% from the field. Augustine against Rose. From the line, Augustine no luck. 43% from the floor. Gordon against Iguodala. A look from Rose. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Rose has got his second basket. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Augustine from outside, and that one's good.
That's like a layup for him. It's just wide open out there.
And it's Team USA with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Gordon with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. On its way from Rose for 2. Offensive rebound. Gay against Augustine. Gordon, the pass to Gay. Back to Gordon. Kicks it through Oden. Second shot opportunity. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Here's Lopez. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
They've been fighting to get back into it, chipping away little by little, and it's paid off.
And Team USA making a change here. Team USA shooting their first free throw of the evening. The free throw off from Lopez. Now, here's Brewer. Gordon dishes to Brewer. Rose lets it go from deep. No good. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Oden with a screen for Rose. Millsap. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
Paul Millsap at the line for 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And Team USA making a change here. Lopez is checked in, and he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Here's Augustine. Bullseye.
And a nice jump for their offense in the second half. They're now up above 50% shooting for the game.
And Steve, it's no surprise to see them in the lead. I mean, when you score efficiently like that, you keep a lot of pressure on the other team.
Rose goes in. Millsap kicks to Brewer. The pass to Oden. The kick out to Rose. 4 on the clock. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. They get Andre Iguodala. He makes the first of 3, and that narrows the gap to 1. Rudy Gay's checked in for Team USA. The second one drops, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that gives them the lead.
In a crucial spot, he is always so solid at the line. He rarely wastes those opportunities.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
And there's been 0 effort defensively by both these clubs tonight.
And don't let that high score fool you. I mean, it's a product of poor defense more than great offense.
Now here's Mayo. Outside Rose. Pass to Gay. Outside Mayo. It's money from deep.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to them.
Puts it up. It falls.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Millsap is screen on Augustine. Outside Mayo. From downtown. Can't get it to go. Team USA going the other way with it. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward. Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for Kevin Love. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Rose passes to Oden.
Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
And Team USA calling timeout here. They're behind by 1. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside for Durant. For 3. And it ends up out of bounds. Tries to keep it alive. They turn it over. Here's Smith. Augustine from outside. Off target from downtown.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Rose. So it's Team USA taking the win in a close one. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, DJ Augustine.
We make it cool to be.
Welcome, everyone. A quick check now of the starting lineups for both teams. First for Team USA, Rajon Rondo is up there with Russell Westbrook. And inside out of Stanford University, a skilled post scorer with tremendous size, the 7-footer, Brook Lopez. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Love in at the power forward. And for Team USA, Derrick Rose is out there with Gordon. And in the middle, the 2012 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'1" rebounder, shot blocker, and leader Tyson Chandler. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. And it's Durant, and it's Odom in at the 4 spot. Westbrook against Gordon. Gay with it. That one a little long. 1:19 left in the first. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the visiting team's head coach. He told me that they'll have their work cut out for them looking to score inside with the elite shot blocker and defender Tyson Chandler patrolling the paint. He said he was the Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. He's got length, mobility, toughness, and the want to. He brings effort and communication defensively, and you can't forget about him at the other end either. An improved shooter, and he can definitely finish. Kevin, a ton of respect for what Chandler brings to the table.
And thank you, Doris. First quarter, just over a minute played. Westbrook kicks to Gay. Love. Another miss by Love.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
There's the bucket. Good. Chandler's got his first bucket of the night. 44 seconds left to play in the first. Rondo kicks to Lopez. Back to Rondo. The pass to Westbrook. And Eric Gordon pulls it down. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Gay against Odom with the shot. Rebound Love.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
And Westbrook, here we go, gets it to go.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
That's a 2 from Gordon, and the jumper falls for him. Gordon's got his second basket of the night. Got it up. The shot is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to... Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
And the difference to this point has been defense. This club has really gotten after it, and that's what's gotten them this lead.
Well, there's nothing that's gone up that hasn't been contested so far.
Phillips kicks to Mayo. There's the dish to Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Team USA. Here's Curry with the 3. Gets it to go.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Now here's Phillips. Green gets a screen from Phillips. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Team USA. It's Curry outside, and that one's good. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Curry against Phillips. Pass to Mayo. Back to Phillips. Off the left rim and out.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Iguodala, the pass to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 9 points for Steph Curry. Gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Team USA decides to take their first time out here.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his team's play over the course of this run. And, thus the timeout. You got to talk things over, try to get back into the game.
Something has to change for them as they haven't looked good at all during this run. So a timeout is appropriate here.
And Team USA making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Odom with the double team. Iguodala, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's Team USA with the ball. Phillips dishes to Mayo. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Gets it to go. Gay's got his first 2 points of the night.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's Wallace. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Team USA ahead. They lead by 6.
Now, presented by Sprint.
What a great...
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
A good quarter for Curry. He's knocking down threes as effectively as twos, and that's saying something.
Yeah, because he's been good all over the floor. So valuable to this offense.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Gentlemen, Rick Carlisle is widely considered an outstanding strategist and X and O's coach. But with the turnover on the Mavericks roster the last few seasons, he's tried to keep things as simple as possible for them. He said, quote, "My ongoing goal is to call less or no plays if we can. We want our guys to make plays." Kevin?
Well, Doris, when you've got that kind of talent and IQ, playing on instinct can certainly be effective. Around 36%, they're just not able to finish consistently. .114 left in the third. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeks.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Rose gets to Durant. Pulls it up. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Back to Gay. Kicks to Westbrook. Feeds it to Lopez. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw good from Lopez. Lopez hits them both. Gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And stolen by Gay. Rudy Gay on the wing. And he goes in for the dunk.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
On its way from Rose for 2. Goes back up. And Chandler lays it in.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second-chance points for him.
Gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
It should be the last possession of the quarter if they play it right.
And if their clock management's good, it will be.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations. Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation from the three.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Team USA. All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Team USA.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. convert on the second. That misses. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Love with the screen for Westbrook. Rondo. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
On its way from Rose for two. He drains the quick shot.
Neither team having any trouble putting the ball in the basket.
Nope, nada. I mean, we haven't seen much defense either. I mean, both of these teams really locked into trying to outscore each other.
On deep, Gay, and that one's good.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
The feed to Lopez. Back to Gay. Can't connect from short range. Going to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Durant with it. Westbrook picks him up.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rondo kicks to Love. Odom's there. Westbrook passes to Rondo. Lopez, a screen on Rose. The shot by Gay. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game. An outstanding 75% mark. And so they foul intentionally.
First team foul.
32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They grab their own miss. Gordon kicks to Durant. There's the three. And the basket good.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
A big group substitution here for Team USA. JaVale McGee's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Rudy Gay. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. He kicks it to Curry. Chandler guarded by McGee. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And Team USA making a change here. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Billups kicks to Love. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. From deep, Rose can't get it to fall. So Team USA wins it. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
basketball isn't easy.
Quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for Team USA, Derrick Rose is out there with Iguodala. And in the middle, the 2012 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'1" rebounder, shot blocker, and leader Tyson Chandler. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. And it's Durant, and it's Green in at the 4. And for Team USA, Russell Westbrook out there with Gordon. And playing at center, a ferocious rebounder with tremendous skills to match out of UCLA, Kevin Love. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Odom in at the 4. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the visiting team's head coach. One player who's really on his mind in this matchup is Eric Gordon. He said of Gordon, he can shoot with deep range and has the strength and explosiveness to go by you if you overcommit and finish or get himself to the line. So he's just an underrated scorer in this league, and it's going to take a total team effort to slow him down. Kevin, will see how they do.
And thank you, Doris. For 3, Love, and the shot is good. Love's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, Team USA with it. Back to Durant. Pass to Iguodala. That's tipped.
Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Westbrook. Tips it. It's good on the putback. Odom's got his first 2 points of the night.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap-in.
Hustle points, I believe they called them.
And great instincts, too. Just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball.
Iguodala dishes to Durant. Connects, the jumper drops. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Shot's good by Gay.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Chandler with a screen for Rose. And there's the pass to Iguodala. Back to Rose. Now the feed to Durant. And the 3 off target. Stolen by Rose. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
Man, it's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
Stolen by McGee. Humbling Granger, headed by Green. Granger with the bucket. On defense, Team USA. Iguodala kicks to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Green. Outside Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Lots of room. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Rondo. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Gordon for 3. Team USA grabs the miss. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside Durant. Tipped away.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
McGee's shot is off.
Well, he had a look, but the kind of shooter he is, I'm not sure he should take that one.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Kevin Durant. Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Chandler with the steal. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Iguodala with it, guarded now by Lamar Odom. Backing down is Chandler. Back to Iguodala. Fires for 3. Chandler, the pass to Rondo. He kicks to Curry. He gets it up. Oh, he got it!
Boom! Buzzer! Knock it down! Right at the horn. That's large to end the half. That 3 ties it up, and they'll go to the break still next.
Now, presented by Sprint.
The weekend is finally upon us, and
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to the Big Apple, the light of New York City reflecting off the East River as we return. Here's Gordon, looking for his first basket still in this one. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, gentlemen, a quick turnaround for Jason Kidd from a player to head coach. Many felt he could still be playing if he wanted, but he said, quote, "My biggest fear had always been getting hurt and not being able to leave the game on my own terms." It worked out well for him, and guys, just like his playing days, always thinking a few steps ahead.
You bet. Thank you, Doris. Westbrook dishes to Gay. Feeds it to Gordon. There's the 3. The shot misses. So Team USA will take it the other way. Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Lamar Odom. The putback and the dunk by Chandler.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Westbrook, no good. Here comes Durant. He has 6. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Rose. Here's Chandler, and he dunks it down.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Free throw line jump shot. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. It's Iguodala with the drive. Makes the lead pass. That is good. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum.
Here's Gay outside. Hug that one. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away.
And Rudy Gay picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Durant for 3. Again, Durant missing. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
And not a good idea throwing the ball down the court that far.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Team USA.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Gay kicks to Gordon. Westbrook fires from the wing. Here's Odom. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Team USA. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Missed a chance to put them up 3. That's going to affect how they set up on defense this trip now.
Here's Chandler. Here's Green. Lays it up and banks it in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Good. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there, and you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Gordon, the pass to Odom. Puts it up from 12. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
Durant with it, and Granger picks him up defensively. Gordon against Iguodala. Back to Durant. 6 to shoot. Fires, high post. Odom grabs the ball.
What was the defense doing there? He is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Iguodala with the steal.
Well, it's still within reach.
Yeah, but their offense, Steve, needs to be just about perfect from here out.
Connects! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Huge points.
That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket. Desperate.
Westbrook. Oh, no good. And Team USA calling timeout here. And Team USA making a change here. Now here's Chandler. Rose kicks to Durant. Rose. Floats one up. Missed. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. We've got overtime action now, folks. Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke on our sideline, and this is Kevin Harlan. And here's Team USA now. Now the dish to Iguodala. Right side Durant. Back to Iguodala. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Iguodala. Pass to Rose. We're going the other way. Here's Gordon. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means you've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
Here's Odom. And the shot is long.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Rose kicks to Iguodala. It's Durant on the wing. Sinks it.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
And Team USA calling timeout here. They trail by 2. 20 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, what do you think?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see them pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
Iguodala against Gordon. Iguodala kicks to Green. He feeds it to Chandler. Westbrook with the steal. Gordon for three. Nails the triple.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
So it's Team USA taking the win in a close one. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect every aspect of play. They didn't look tired at all to me.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Lamar Odom. Welcome to, and now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for Team USA, all out there with DeRozan. And the big fella inside out of the University of Kentucky, the unbelievably gifted and powerful pivot man, DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George, and it's Favors in at the 4 slot. And for Team USA, Derrick Rose is out there with Gordon. And in the middle, the 2012 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'1" rebounder, shot blocker, and leader Tyson Chandler. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. And it's Durant, and it's Odom in at the power forwards position. DeRozan, the shot misses. So Team USA will take it the other way. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. He told me he's wary about how they'll contend with DeMarcus Cousins inside. He said he's a beast in there, no doubt about it. Size, length, strength, and a ton of skill. The talent is really off the charts with him. And guys, he knows it won't be easy to muscle Cousins away from the rim, but he said that's what they've got to find a way to do. It won't be easy.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
You know, he's really adept at keeping possessions alive by hitting the boards and cashing in on some of those putbacks.
And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night.
Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. All with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Takes the turnaround J, and DeMarcus Cousins again. Cousins has got his second basket of the night. Rose dishes to Gordon. Durant fires it up. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Wall. Here we go now. A different look now for Team USA. Gibson comes in for Derek Favors. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for John Wall. Now here's Rose. Back to Odom. Iguodala kicks to Durant. From outside the arc. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. On defense, Team USA. Feeds it to DeRozan. Almost, but it rolls out. And here we go. Here's Rose. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Rose has got his first 2 points of the night.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
It was pretty impressive the way they moved the ball, made the extra pass, and found open shooters that whole quarter.
Yeah, it's been a complete team effort out there. Great to watch.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Back to Leonard. There's the dish to Thompson. The kick out to Irving. And the foul called on DeJuan Blair. That's his first foul.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
And there's Lamar Odom on the assist by Iguodala. Odom's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Team USA. Irving drives in. Pass to Gibson. Back to Irving. There's the feed to Blair. No luck. Nice D from Odom. And here's Team USA now. They lead by 4. Iguodala hits the three-point bomb. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Team USA. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Thompson passes to Gibson. He feeds it to Irving. Back to Gibson. Pass to Irving. 4 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. It's hauled in by Team USA.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. On 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Westbrook kicks it to Odom. There's the 3. The shot misses. Now Thompson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Wall. Here we go now. Another shot. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Team USA ahead, leading by 5. And come
now, presented by Sprint.
Fridays are made for basketball.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A view here from below, a statue that transcended Michael Jordan, the all-time great Chicago Bull. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
I think this is the kind of quality performance we expect to see from him. He's always setting the bar high for himself, and sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good he really is.
You know, Steve, I think it's doubly difficult to keep up the level of play he does when you know you're the focal point of the other team's defense. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, and that's impressive.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Guys, Kevin Durant last season joined the exclusive 180 club. Over 50% from the field, 40% from three-point territory, and 90% from the line. It's the gold standard of shooting efficiency, something only 5 other players have done in NBA history. It was a goal of his going into the season, but his ultimate goal still remains, to win an NBA title. He said, quote, "The hunger is always there. That's my goal every year, to get to the top of the mountain." Guys, he knows it's a long road, but they've gotten so close. We'll see if this is his year.
Yeah, championship mentality, Doris. Good point. Thanks.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, Trying to force this team into some bad shots.
Outside, Wall. Rose with the block. Gets it to go.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
Gordon kicks to Rose for three. Team USA grabs the miss.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
And the pass to Cousins. Odom on him. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul.
You cannot afford to make mistakes like that here in a tight game.
Gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. It's Durant on the wing, defended by George. That is good. Here is Wall. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Passes it to DeRozan. He kicks to Favors. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Wide open look. That one wide left. And here is Odom. Right side Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Team USA. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Team USA.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And George kicks to Favors. Back to George. Outside, Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Team USA. DeRozan against Durant. Gordon kicks to Rose. On the wing, Iguodala. Here's the three. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Not much doubt about that over the back call.
Yeah, he was all over his... Back that time, looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
And Team USA making a change here. Odom's checked in. Wall dishes to DeRozan. He passes to George. He's covered by Iguodala. And George kicks to Cousins. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. And Team USA making a change here. Irving attacking. Irving double team. George, he's covered by Westbrook. Favors passes to George. Just 5 on the clock. Team USA needs to get off the shot.
Gotta like the way he took it strong there, attacking the rack.
And the defense fouling him there to prevent the dunk.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he ties it up.
You know, the tension could not be any higher right now, and he looked like he was shooting free throws in practice. Just a cool customer.
Westbrook kicks to Iguodala. He dishes it to Rose. On its way from Curry for 2. It's in!
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
And here's George for 3. Steph Curry with the rebound. Got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. From downtown, it's money from deep.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
This is a huge possession.
You've got to execute under pressure. We're going to see what they're made of.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. But they'll get another chance. Irving dishes to George. That doesn't go either for George. And so they foul intentionally. And here we go with Russell Westbrook. From deep, Rose. No good. Here's Wall. Knocks down the three.
Well, if you like offense, you'll love this game.
Yep, a high-scoring affair. Both squads saving their energy for the offensive end of the floor because they definitely aren't doing anything defensive.
So it's Team USA taking the win in a close one. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Now it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It'll be Team USA facing off against Team USA. And now we head out to Dallas with Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg.
Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for Team USA, Steph Curry's out there with Harden. And it's Andre Drummond at 6'11", 275 pounds, the big athletic presence out of the University of Connecticut inside at center. And it's Durant, and it's Aldridge in at power forward. And for Team USA, Chris Paul is out there with Kobe. And in the middle, the 2012 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'1" rebounder, shot blocker, and leader Tyson Chandler. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. And it's LeBron James, and it's Love in at the 4 slot.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Harden the pass to Durant. Drummond sets the screen for Durant. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Durant's got his first basket of the night.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
The 3 from LeBron. Team USA grabs the miss. About a minute played so far here in the first. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Now, a short time ago, I had a chance to catch up with Greg Popovich. He told me that they'll have their work cut out for them looking to score inside with the elite shot blocker and defender Tyson Chandler patrolling the paint. He said he was the Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. He's got length, mobility, toughness, and the want to. He brings effort and communication defensively, and you can't forget about him at the other end either. An improved shooter, and he can definitely finish. Kevin, a ton of respect for what Chandler brings to the table.
Thanks, Doris. Outside Curry, and he lobs it up toward the rim. No good from Durant.
Tried to get a little too fancy with that one.
Unless the alley-oop is going to be uncontested on both ends of the play, you're better off avoiding it.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Kicks it out to Harden. Now pass to Curry. Paul with the steal. And here's Love for an absolutely remarkable shot at the buzzer.
Wasn't it ever? It doesn't get any better than that, though.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And so, guys, what do you think about Team USA? What have they been doing or not doing?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
Irving drives in. Got a piece of it. Westbrook with the steal. No luck. Good D by Love.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And the shot is good. Harden's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Team USA.
The turnaround jumper, that was a thing of beauty.
Well, I tell you what, Greg Popovich, a really impressive leader for the Spurs. He's able to keep all of his players locked into what's best for the team. Has a military background, played basketball and studied at the Air Force Academy before serving 5 years in the Air Force. And you know some of the leadership that he brings to his position was learned from his past experiences.
And here's Love for three. No luck. Team USA going the other way with it. There's 48 seconds left here in the second. Irving dishes to George. Outside Griffin. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession. And Clark, you mentioned Pop's time at the Air Force Academy. That's where he got his start in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, 6 years as an assistant there. He was head coach at Pomona, an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors and the Spurs, and eventually moved into the front office in San Antonio. But, wow, what an amazing run it's been for him. 17 years as the head coach of the Spurs. And he's a guy who's so difficult to challenge defensively in terms of blocking his shot because he makes adjustments in the air and has the body control to allow himself the discipline to still get a good shot off.
And Steve, near the bucket, he's one of the best finishers around. I mean, he does a great job of using his strong body to fight through contact and get to the rack.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. George with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. He feeds it to Iguodala. Back to Love. Iguodala with the steal. And oh, here comes Durant all alone. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The weekend is finally upon us.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back, a nighttime view of glistening downtown Dallas, Texas. A putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, fellas, Greg Popovich, known for his sarcastic, sometimes contemptuous answers to some of the questions from us media members. He said it seems to entertain everyone but his wife. She tells him to cut it out, be a grown man, and show some maturity. But he said, I can't. I simply can't do it. Guys?
Yeah, he's a piece of work, isn't he? Thank you, Doris. And Team USA making a change here. Harden's checked in. Harden can't hit. Now Love. Paul kicks to Harden. Shoots it up. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Team USA with the ball. Aldridge, the pass to Durant. Drummond. Up top, Curry. The rebound by... Kevin Love. Love's got his third rebound tonight. Paul kicks to Harden. The three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Harden's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Team USA. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Team USA have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he makes the first. Kevin Durant's checked in for Kevin Love. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's LeBron. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. LeBron's got his second basket of the game.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Durant against Harden. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry. Step on the gas here.
And that one's good.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the three.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Drummond and Durant with the block. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And it's Team USA with the ball. Trailing by 5. Durant for 3. The rebound by Harden. Ball outside. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Here's Durant. Shot is off. And we've reached the end of the third. Team USA. And the final period of play just about to start. And let's get your guys' take. Now in the hustle stats for Team USA.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Team USA. Curry with it. Chris Paul covering. Curry dishes to Harden. Passes it to Aldridge. Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And crucial that he converted those foul shots. They've got to continue to eat away at this lead.
Fires the 3, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Paul. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, but
that is good. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist.
Paul with the 3. Count the bucket.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in his shooting from what we saw before the break.
And here's Harden for 3. Team USA grabs the miss. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Shot's good by Anthony.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He told him, no holding back. I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, ask for a sub. No time to rest now. Let's get after it. Kevin, he wants everything they've got.
And thank you, Doris. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Offensive rebound with the second effort, and it's sent back by Drummond. But they get it back. The three. Another miss by Westbrook. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Well, it looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
Fast break, here they come. And here's LeBron outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going. Point at all.
And Team USA calling timeout here. They're up by 15. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now here's LeBron. Here's Kobe. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Off target. So it's Team USA winning this one easily. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you add?
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Chris Paul.